I'm here in Las Vegas, surrounded by slot machines. But what if you want to be surrounded by that in your own home? Well, Arcade1Up, which makes a lot of arcade cabinets, is getting into the home arcade casino game thing with the Wheel of Fortune Casinocade, which I got to look at here in Las Vegas. The Wheel of Fortune Casinocade has the Wheel of Fortune slot machine, which a lot of people like. Some people win money on. I don't win money on it. But you can play that game in a little stand-up video two-screen arcade cabinet. And yes, when you hit the Wheel of Fortune thing, the lights all light up and everything goes crazy. And I guess you keep spinning until you get into the lose a turn spot, which is not the way I remember the casino game going. Otherwise, I'd be winning thousands of dollars. But it looks fun. And you know, it's video slots. And there are a couple of other video slots on this too. What's interesting about this compared to other Arcade1Up machines is not only does it have the lights and buttons and other features and the dual screens, but it's got a smaller footprint. This thing is very narrow and looks like it could tuck more easily against a wall of like your home bar. Plus, it has 25 games on it, which is a lot more than the arcade cabinets. And those games, if you know about Arcade1Up's Infinity Game Table, are more like touchscreen games like blackjack, poker, some word and puzzle games. And so it's almost like a casual game experience that you could, pull up a drink to and chill out with. So it's a little bit different than their other arcade cabinets. But there are a few new deluxe edition ones that Arcade1Up is making for the arcade scene that are coming later this year too. The Pac-Man and the Namco games that they already have, Galaxian, you've seen those before. But the new editions actually have features that are subtly better. I noticed them right away. First of all, the displays are more angled down like an arcade. The viewing angles are better for the screen. There's a, realistic looking coin slot kind of cosmetic thing. The whole thing feels a little more touched up and a little more expensive, but still in line with the rest of Arcade1Up's more deluxe cabinets. Now, the other thing that we saw is kind of a sequel to one of the most interesting gaming products I saw in 2021, the Infinity Game Table. Arcade1Up's coffee table / board game system is this big table that you gather and play games with on a giant touch screen. There is now the Infinity Game Board, which is a smaller version of this, designed to be a board game size, 18.5-inch touchscreen that you can more easily put away or bring out with little telescoping legs that allow you to angle the display just a little bit. Conceptually, this is exactly the same as the larger one in that it's got the touchscreen, a whole bunch of games you can access, 50 games that come included, including a lot of Hasbro games, and even some rumbling haptic feedback, which is kind of weird, but is used in things like Operation. But the price is high. It's $500. Now that's less than the board game table. That's a lot of money if you're looking to buy something at a store that you thought would just be a simple little couple $100 thing, maybe. $500 is entering laptop territory. The way Arcade1Up argues it is that, well, it's similar to the other arcade cabinets, and it comes with 50 games. You kind of have to do your own math on that, but I feel like at that size and that design, you may be expecting a lower price. But it's interesting because it does show that Arcade1Up is taking that platform and looking to build it out a bit. I'd love to see maybe, could there be like a D&D one? Could there be something with Settlers of Catan or like a super strategy board game version? Right now, it's still the same board game concept, but definitely a lot easier to keep in your house, but not a table. So that's the latest from Arcade1Up, and we're going to be seeing these things come out from spring to summer. We'll probably be reviewing some of them pretty soon.